So data is at the heart of all organizations, and if we utilize this data, we can actually help us make the right business decisions, and we call that business intelligence. If we accelerate that process, we can use something called machine learning to help us with those processes, to help our business do better, to help our business predict future patterns, and then look for opportunities. So how does it work? Well, machine learning works on the same ideas of how we learn things. Now, if you think back to when you were younger, how did you learn everything? Even now, how do you learn stuff? You take in through your senses. So as an example, when I was little, I walked up to a fire and the fireplace, there was something hot, I touched it and I burnt my finger, I started crying. And then I realized, oh, that thing is hot. So in my mind, when I saw something yellow, orangey, flamey, there's some heat, I know that felt like heat, I realized don't touch that. So we learn through our senses and we learn through our experiences. And it's the same thing for computers. What we're trying to do is teach computers through experience, and we call that machine learning. If you think about your own lives, where have you experienced AI? Now, I've got the Apple Watch here, on it it's got Siri, I can ask it to do certain things. At home, I've got Amazon Alexa, and those tools are using AI, or artificial intelligence, if you like, and machine learning is one of the paradigms that exists within artificial intelligence. So right now we have AI, but it really isn't as complex, or it really isn't as useful as it could be in the future. Let me talk you through an example of how machine learning actually works. Now, this image that I'm showing you on the screen now, what is it? Okay, well, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? It looks like a chair, but when you see this particular object, why do you think that it's a chair? Most people probably haven't seen that particular chair before. Now you look at it, you'll say, oh, it's got 4 legs on it, it looks pretty sturdy, I can sit on it. So you're using recognition, if you like, you're using patterns, you've seen chairs before, maybe not this chair, and you're applying the pattern that you've seen before to this particular object. And you say it's a chair. Now, if I had shown you chairs and glasses, that's the only thing you've seen. I've shown you loads of chairs in your life, and I've shown you loads of glasses in your life. You recognize those two objects. Imagine I've got a machine, I'm doing the same thing. I've shown it lots of chairs, I've shown it lots of glasses. And now I give it another object, and it's up to the machine or you to decide what that particular object is. So let me show you this. If I show you this now, what is it? Well, you know it's a horse because you've seen horses before, but if you'd only seen chairs and glasses, then you would think that that particular object is a chair. Why? Because it's got 4 legs, it's got a place for you to sit, it looks fairly sturdy to me, maybe it looks sturdy to you. And what I'm trying to demonstrate here is that machines will learn through patterns. So when we're teaching a machine to learn about the world, then we'll teach it through patterns. So we would have fed in lots and lots of images of chairs if we wanted it to recognize chairs and other objects and many other objects, and we'll label those objects. We'll say, this is a chair, this is a table, this is a horse, this is a car, etc. And we can apply that same thinking, that same learning to, if you could imagine, a self-driving car. We'd get it, that self-driving car, to learn what various objects are and then respond to those objects. But what we can't do is program every single object. It's totally impossible. We can't program every single thing that could happen on the roads. Instead, we're going to allow the car to learn from experiences. Let's look at this example, and this is a non-trivial example for a computer. If we see these objects, now you tell me, is this a bagel or is this a dog? Okay, because they look like bagels, it could be a bagel, it could be a dog. Now for us, we're like, right, okay, I can differentiate, but how do you do that? You've seen lots of dogs before, so you'll say, that one looks a bit hairy, bagels aren't hairy. That one's got ears, bagels don't have ears, etc. So you'll apply patterns. You've learned through, if you like, pattern recognition. And that's what we're doing to computers, that's what we're doing to machines. We're allowing them to learn through patterns. Now the first time going through this, the machine might get it wrong, but over time the machine learns and learns and learns again, and learns from its mistakes.